Hello, Lockport Township High School District 205, parents, guardians, and students. I'm Dr. Bob McBride, Superintendent of Lockport Township High School. And in this video, we want to introduce you to a new relationship that we have with the Lockport Police. We've always had a relationship with the Lockport Police, but over the course of this school year, we have worked with City Council here in Lockport, Ben Benson, Village Manager, Mayor Steve Strite, and importantly, Chief Rich Harang, to craft a school resource officer agreement. And you might say to yourself, what is a school resource officer? This video is designed to introduce you to Officer Kevin Brock and Officer Cam Kazarowskis, who are our new school resource officers and will officially begin next year in August. Generally, when we think of school, we think of things like the port here, our media center, art, and some of the things that we hope our students are doing and give us pleasure in a place called school, reading and writing. But we have to think about safety and security really all of the time. You at home, I hope you know that we here at school never stop thinking about the safety of our students, safety of our staff, and the safety of our visitors on campus. One of the things we do as school leaders is we work very closely with the National Threat Assessment Center. And that is actually run by the United States Secret Service, an organization designed to prevent violence in the workplace, in the school space. The National Threat Assessment Center says that there are two things that school districts should do to maintain the safest of environments. And of course, nothing is foolproof. Number one, schools should establish trusting relationships with their students so that when their students believe there is danger, they will tell an adult. Good news for you. Many of you participated in the 5 Essentials survey in February, and our students told us that one of the strongest things they feel is a level of trust with our staff and a level of support from our staff. So we have that climate and culture of trust going. Second thing that the National Threat Assessment Center would tell us to do is establish a strong relationship with our local police department. And this intergovernmental agreement to establish these school resource officers who you would meet in this video does exactly that. It brings into Central and East 2 veteran police officers who bring with them all of their years of service, all of their sophisticated training, and their connection with the Lockport Police. We never let safety or security of your children or our staff ever lapse. And we know that next year, we will even increase that level of protection really for us all. So enjoy meeting these 2 Lockport police officers who will be our school resource officers next year in the August 2022 to June 2023 school year. Enjoy.
I've been a police officer for almost 12 years now. I've been with Lockport for a little over 7. Before Lockport, I was with the Will County Forest Preserve for about 5 years. I graduated from Lockport in 2006. I grew up around here, not too far away, a couple blocks actually from here, so I'm very familiar with the town. I'm very familiar with the high school. As soon as I graduated, I decided to make a decision to go into law enforcement. My dad is a retired sheriff's deputy, so I at least had a little bit of a map of what it looked like to be a police officer. So it was something that I knew was very interesting to me, but it wasn't until after high school that I decided to take it very seriously and go into law enforcement and start taking college classes towards a degree. As soon as I found out that it was going to be a position available for our police department, it made me very excited. It was something I wanted to be a part of. So mainly just, I want that positive interaction with the students, that close work environment with the staff. That way our police department and the high school, we can work together, build up the community a little bit. This is pretty much the largest entity in our city with the high school, with how many students we have and the staff members. So I think it's just important that it's going to get us as much exposure with citizens of Lockport, citizens in nearby towns of Lockport who come to the high school. So I think it's just overall, hopefully just to have a good positive relationship with everybody. I know myself and Officer Brock are very excited to be a part of it. So looking forward to working with the high school, working with the staff and the students.
My name is Officer Brock. I work for the Lockport Police Department and I've been recently assigned as School Resource Officer. I've been with the Lockport Police Department for 19 years. All of the years of law enforcement have been with Lockport. Well, I was born in North Carolina, moved to Alaska, then moved back here. I moved here because my dad actually got a job teaching ROTC at Lockport East back in 1993, I think. So I went to high school here, grew up here. Now I live in New Lenox, just south of here. Pretty much everything I've done has been centralized to Lockport, just working here for 19 years as a police officer. I've been in the schools, the lower levels, the junior high and first graders and stuff like that, and just kind of growing with them coming here. Coincidentally, I was in the middle of being a community outreach guy as this happened. So I was in the schools with, like I said, the lower levels, and that was a certain type of program called Too Good for Drugs, and that required a lot of social interaction with them, but also life lessons. It's not part of the training to be an SRO, but I think it's a very big part of how I can use that to help my position here at the school. What's great is when I got here, I had a great working relationship with the deans and dean's assistants just coming in, and obviously the principals as well. But it was almost like its own little police department in here, set up as it was with a great staff and great crew, because they have their way of doing things, and I'm here just to accentuate that or to help that process, so that way we can make it all work together even better. I mean, there's nothing but great things to say about the staff here, how I think now we have a very good team to get things nice and good for the community. I think it's actually a very good opportunity for me to be able to, like I said earlier, grow with the kids that I taught earlier. I know a lot of the parents, I know a lot of the coaches and things that they've had as they've grown up, that now I get to kind of see them develop and turn into productive members of society. And it's just a good opportunity for me to get a different point of view of what the citizens of Lockport are expecting from the police department and the school, and also what the students are expecting. So it's kind of a chance for all of us to learn to work together to make sure that the future of Lockport stays in good shape.